The day I got frozen? What about it?
No, don't ask about that. It would be, boring.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most interesting or surprising Easter eggs you may have missed while watching Futurama.
Well, Amy, are you ready now?
Having a family with you is the only thing I want in the whole world.
Number 10. Leela gets married. With children.
Hey, where'd you get this couch and that TV set?
Katie Sagal has been voicing Leela for 25 years now, but prior to taking on the role of the Planet Express captain, the actress was best known as Peggy Bundy on Married with Children.
Guess you didn't tell Dad your family was coming.
Well, he never warns me when he is. So I feel like I owe him nothing.
In contrast to Leela, Peggy was self-serving and lazy, and often traded jabs with her hapless husband Al. The episode A Bicyclops Built for Two offers us a brief glimpse into what a more Peggy-like Leela might look like.
Al, I did my hair the way you wanted it. Who are these people?
Friends.
Donning the character's signature hairdo, Leela walks in on her Cyclops boyfriend, aptly named Alcazar, lazing on the couch.
Come on, Al.
A trio of unnamed characters even act as stand-ins for the Married with Children studio audience, laughing and cheering as the pair exchange insults.
You go, girl!
Number 9. The Car from the Car. In spite of its futuristic setting, Futurama is chock full of fun pop culture references from our modern day, and this car-based werewolf spoof is no different. Its title, The Honking, is a riff on the werewolf movie The Howling, and a car not unlike Stephen King's Christine makes an appearance as one of the episode's werecars. Ironically, though, The Honking's most prominent reference is also one of its most obscure.
Did you hear something?
It was probably just a golden marmoset.
That don't sound like no golden marmoset I ever heard.
When Bender transforms into a werecar, his form is modeled after the titular car from the critically panned movie The Car. For more knowledgeable horror fans, it's a surprising shout-out, but for many, the stylized Lincoln Continental Mark III probably just read as a fun cartoon design.
I can't believe this. Bender's supposed to murder his closest friend, which I thought was me. But he went straight for you. He didn't even try to second-degree murder me.
Number 8. The Lament Configuration. The first episode of Futurama's 2023 revival is one of its most referential yet. After being frozen in time for 10 years, Fry decides to set a life goal, streaming every show that's ever been made.
I, Philip J. Fry, hereby pledge to watch every TV show ever made.
Through appropriately futuristic titles, everything from Pimp My Ride to Schitt's Creek is parodied in this incredible meta return. And yet our favorite Easter egg of the episode doesn't come from Fry's screen.
My butt's numb and my remote hand is dead, but all I have left is the final season of All My Circuits.
Which final season? They got canceled like 3 or 4 times.
Loserama.
When Leela calls Beelzebub to ask him about freeing Calculon for a new episode of All My Circuits, the robot devil is playing with an ornate puzzle box.
Hell yes, you can have him. Scale plus 10. And if he dies again, no backsies.
This box is the Lament Configuration, a transcendent key to a dark dimension which was popularized in the Hellraiser film series. Number 7. Binky the Rabbit.
Ugh.
Before there was Futurama, or even The Simpsons, there was Life in Hell. Initially self-published, the darkly comedic comic strip is how Futurama series creator Matt Groening got his start.
My main 2 characters in Life in Hell are Binky, who is this sort of version of me, very anxious and stressed out.
Given the strip's significance to his career, Groening has occasionally slipped references to this early work into his animated shows. One of its protagonists, Binky the Rabbit, has appeared as a stuffed animal in both The Simpsons and Futurama.
Let me do it.
Lousy arm must be rigged.
Look for him in the second episode of the latter series when Bender is reaching into the claw machine. Bongo, Binky's son, also appears in Futurama, but as a living being rather than a plush toy.
You're the last store open. I need something for my friend Leela. Just give me your best animal.
He is one of the exotic pets Fry passes up in Xmas Story before he buys Leela a parrot. Number 6. Kif and Amys Offspring.
I held Amy's hand and voila.
Futurama is one of television's most resilient animated sitcoms. Just when you think it's gone for good, it bounces back for another season. During its original run, Kif and Amy unexpectedly became parents when Kif became pregnant by Leela's touch.
Amy, you'll be a mother.
This initially frightened Amy, who didn't think she was ready for parenthood, but Kif reassured her that she'd have 20 years to prepare. Of course, that was in 2003.
Well, we've given them a great start, Amy. And in 20 years, they'll sprout legs and crawl back onto land as children.
I'll be ready then.
When the series was renewed for Hulu, fans noted that 20 years had passed in our real world, but worried that the plotline would be forgotten.
Thursday, baby shower. Enter.
Fortunately, they had nothing to fear.
Go now to your parents.
Futurama was 10 steps ahead and reunited Kif and Amy with their children in the second episode of the 2023 season.
Oh, they're perfect.
Ew, she's touching them.
Cherish these children, Kif and Amy, for they are beautiful.
Number 5. Past Lovers.
Life in Hell isn't the only graining work to cameo in Futurama.
The Simpsons have also made a few appearances.
Some Bart Simpson dolls.
Eat my shorts.
Okay.
Shorts.
With a few exceptions, these references are mostly just fun Easter eggs, so there hasn't always been a concrete canon to the relationship between the two shows. Sometimes The Simpsons seem to be TV characters appearing on badges or as toys, while other times they are shown to have been people from the past.
Wait, I remember this place. They shut it down after all those people caught salmonella from the flume ride.
One of the harder-to-spot instances of the latter can be seen as Fry and Leela enter an abandoned amusement park ride in Season 1. A heart bearing the initials HS and MB can be seen in the shadows. HS is naturally Homer Simpson, while MB stands for Marge Bouvier.
Unbelievable!
Number 4. The Extinct Language.
Ansat, little one.
In 2014, Forbes predicted that French could become the language of the future. But in the future of Futurama, it's about as useful as Latin is to us. The death of the language is a running gag that has been a part of the show since its pilot, which shows France participating in the New Year's countdown in French in 2000 and English in 3000.
9! 7!
5! 4!
3!
2!
1!
If you missed that, it's okay. A less subtle instance of the joke appears in A Clone of My Own when Farnsworth uses the Universal Translator.
This is my Universal Translator. Unfortunately, so far it only translates into an incomprehensible dead language.
Hello.
Bonjour!
The device translates words into French, which he instantly dismisses as crazy gibberish. Ironically, French-speaking fans watching Futurama dubbed may not be aware of this slight, as in their version, the gibberish is German.
Bonjour!
Number 3. Leela's Parents. The reveal that Leela's parents are actually Earthborn mutants, not aliens, was a huge moment both for the character and for fans.
They are my parents.
Yes.
But Leela's homeworld wasn't our first introduction to Turanga, Morris, and Munda. In Season 2, Futurama cleverly planted the characters into the background, laying the groundwork for the landmark episode. Don't believe us? Check out the sewer scene in I Second That Emotion, in which the Planet Express gang are surrounded by mutants.
Gather round, children, for the legend of El Chupanibre. He creeps and crawls in the midnight hush, silent as a low-flow toilet flush.
Morris's mouth and Munda's arms are more human-like, but it's undeniably them. Though less directly, a Bicyclops build for 2 from the same season also hints at the possibility that Leela's origins are not what they seem.
I guess I was so desperate to find out who I really was, I forgot who I really was.
Number 2, Nibbler's Shadow. Season 4 was a real turning point in the history of Futurama.
Oh, what an appallingly ironic outcome! It's not ironic, it's just coincidental.
Not only did it mark the end of the series' initial run on Fox, not to mention its emotional episodes like Leela's Homeworld and Jurassic Park, but it completely changed how we thought of Fry's accidental time displacement.
The fate of our race, indeed, the fate of all that exists and ever will exist, rests with you. You are the single most important person in the universe.
Oh, snap.
The Why of Fry seemingly retconned the show's pilot, showing that Nibbler blew Fry into the cryogenic chamber that would eventually land him in the year 3000. But it wasn't a retcon at all. 3 episodes before his formal introduction, Nibbler's shadow can be seen next to Fry's tipped-over chair. The plotline was even hinted at again during a flashback in Jurassic Park, wherein Nibbler's third eye can be seen peeking from a trash can.
What the?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Zapp's portrait. Zapp appears to have modeled his portrait after an ironically well-liked president.
Welcome to my humble chamber, or as I call it, the Love-nasium.
Binary warning. A robot's version of Red Rum.
01011000101. What does it mean?
It's just gibberish. 101001101010. Ah!
30th Century Fox. Stick around after the credits for this fun play on Fox's logo.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Alienese. Have you ever seen these strange symbols in the background of Futurama? If so, you've likely correctly deduced that they're part of an alien language.
What the? An alien language? I guess you're an alien.
What you may not realize is that almost every instance of this alienese writing translates into an actual word or phrase in English. One of the most prominent uses of the writing is in Leela's Homeworld, when Leela's mother leaves an alienese note with her daughter at the orphanage.
It's the note I found with Leela the day she was abandoned. But it's written in alienese, so no one on Earth can translate it. Not even Brainzilla.
Although the humans who find Leela are clueless to its meaning,
Munda translates it as, "Your parents love you very much."
We still do.
Other translations aren't quite so sweet. In the Futurama crossover episode of The Simpsons, one instance of alienese in the opening simply reads, "Congratulations, you're a nerd."
Simpsons in the future, space jokes flying through town. What are those tubes? I wonder what ice cream like now.
Did we miss any of your favorite Futurama Easter eggs? Let us know in the comments.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.